If you guys want to skip to this timestamp to start the video, feel free to do so. I know it's been a month since my last upload and I got some explaining to do. Earlier last month, I ended up receiving an email from YouTube telling me that this channel is currently suspended from monetization for 3 months. I won't tell the reason why, but it definitely was a setback and it kind of killed my motivation to even consider uploading on this channel. But that didn't necessarily mean I was going to abandon it at all. My plan is to still upload and more so talk about things from Beyblade, Yu-Gi-Oh, and potentially expanding onto other animes in the future. I feel like we have great potential with this channel, so I'll stick with y'all until the end. But the shittiest thing about this is that I'm gonna have to improvise on the way I edit. You might possibly see re-uploads or remakes of videos I previously made as well, and I hope you guys understand that. Anyways, let's get into this. I previously made top 5 videos for the Beyblade Metal series of fights that should have happened, and to start off a new top 5 series, it's going to be about the best moments in each season, from Fusion, Masters, and Fury. And maybe at the end I will try to combine the 5 best moments in all of the Metal Saga in one video. But for today we are doing Fusion first, and more so in order I guess in the near future. But before we get into this, be sure to leave a like on this video to help it reach the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe for more content like this in the near future. This list is in no particular order, by the way. Starting off, we go into Battle Bladers. Reiji just assaulted Hiyoma and made him question why he even signed up or qualified for the tournament in the first place. His next opponent was Kenta, who we all knew had no match for him in his dark power. But before that match, let's rewind the clock a bit. Yu has faded into obscurity in the Dark Nebula organization. After his loss to Jinga, Doji had no more use for him, and Yu finally got the message and the meaning behind the organization itself. Giving all of your power to El Drago was the end goal one way or another. Instead, Reiji wanted to battle Yu instead and pushed him past his limit with one last special move in the chamber. He escaped Reiji's rampage and was found by Jinga's friends nearly passed out. Knowing that Kenta was going against him, Yu made a quick decision to help Kenta, and it was a choice that made him find his new home with Jinga's friends. He believed Beyblade was about having fun and doing your best against your opponent, which was the same beliefs the group had, while the Dark Nebula were battling for nefarious purposes. The battle between these two was hot from the start. Reiji gets rid of the 3 claws of Sagittario, but Kenta was always able to keep up with Poison the Serpent and evade escape. Even that was never a strong suit for his Bey, so something was different. And it turned out Sagittario had Libra's performance tip. United alongside Yu, Kenta wasn't giving up despite being pushed past his limits. But even how amazing it was, Reiji's true strength was finally showcased, nearly breaking Sagittario to pieces. It wasn't about the victory or just getting the battle over with. It was about destroying Kenta in Yu's spirit along with their Bey, and he truly showed how far he would go in completing that task, which makes this moment so strong late into Metal Fusion in my opinion. The next moment solidified something special. Invading the Dark Nebula's HQ, Jinga defeated Doji, but due to that awoke his nemesis Ryuga from a long sleep. He meets up with Jinga for a stare down and an eventual battle with all of his friends watching, and what was about to begin was more than just a brutal beatdown. Ryuga had Jinga in the palm of his hands as soon as he awoke, knocking him down countless times and made him scratch and claw for even a sliver of hope. But then amongst all of that, Ryuga broke the character we all thought was high spirit and amazing battling. The darkness in Jinga's heart was finally brought to light, with Ryuga bringing up Jinga's supposed dead father. And who was responsible for what happened to him? Ryuga. Despite getting his ass whooped, it cemented the backstory for both characters and gave us the true reason why Jinga hated Ryuga more than anything else. It was more than just El Drago and Pegasus to him, and it made him find himself, and it also solidified Ryuga being the best villain in the entire saga. Now I'm not gonna lie with y'all, this also has a case for being one of the worst moments, and I will explain later on. The high of Jinga's group defeating the Dark Nebula was in the air, but afterwards it came down once Hiyoma lost to Reiji. But the worst was yet to come. Hikaru was set to fight Ryuga and we all knew it was going to be bad, but we didn't think it would be this bad. I'd strongly advise you guys to really watch this in the sub, and I'll link the episode in the description down below. The fear of this dark presence was at its peak, and Hikaru was immediately questioning how could she win. Why did she participate in this tournament with a guy like Ryuga in it? As soon as the bays go off, we witness something dark, special, twisted, and beyond powerful. And all of it was behind one of the craziest screams I've ever heard. This wasn't just about Hikaru, it was the destruction Ryuga was willing to do to obliterate his opponent, and it sent a message to Jinga's friends. fans fleeing, and the stadium destroyed all at the hands of one person. If there was a way to install fear into someone, this is the way to do it. Now, like I said, this is possibly one of the worst moments in Fusion, not for Ryuga, but more for Hikaru and nobody else. This was the final battle she ever participated in. Sure, she made a move in Masters to help Jinga and friends get to Spiral Force, but her goal of being one of the strongest players in the world was thrown into the trash and sidelined for good. That promise was instilled into her after her mother couldn't achieve it, and they said, nah. She became an executive or whatever for the WBBA, and the thought of battling felt like PTSD to her. I believe they could have done her more justice, and ultimately, she deserved better than what she got in this anime. From seeing all of his friends fall into the Dark Power and were hospitalized due to battle, Jinga was the last left standing, and the final battle between him and Ryuga was underway. Being pushed back countless times, Jinga never gave up, and he needed to find a reason to help decide this battle. The Dark Power possessed Ryuga even further, and created a monstrosity which didn't help Jinga's case one bit. With help from the friends that fought Ryuga, Jinga and Pegasus soared into the stars for one last move that we only saw once in the Metal Saga, Galaxy Nova. This defeated the Dark Power of El Drago, Ryuga suffered his first loss, and the world was saved. For now. Now for the final moment, this was in my opinion the best fight in the Metal series, and I did a breakdown before this fight and we all know what it is. Kiyoya vs Ryuga was absolute cinema. It wasn't about the fact of Ryuga impaling Kiyoya at the end. It was more so about how Kiyoya solidified himself as a top dog in Beyblade, and also showcased his entire development. From the beginning episodes he couldn't even last 5 minutes in a battle with Doji, to now pushing the strongest blader at his bay to the near max. It wasn't with the help of anybody else, but it was his true strength and motivation. Getting launched back in the air, taking an absolute beating physically, and never gave up and remained locked in on the goal, to face Jinga in the finals. This battle gained him many fans, including myself. His growth was on full display, and this battle did everything for him in the future. The moment in fight itself is amazing, but he went down with a true bang, and deep down, even though Ryuga won the battle and was moving on, Kiyoya won the hearts of many in that one singular fight. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like. It'll mean a lot, and thank you guys for over 1,500 subscribers. I know I've been slacking, but I will do my best to try and stay consistent. I can't promise it, as I'm not sure if I will slack off again, but hopefully this video will hold you guys down for the meantime. I'll catch you guys in my next video soon.